Dr. Jeanette Raymond here again, psychologist, psychotherapist, and relationship expert, here with part 3 of my video series on why your loved ones keep pushing you away when all you want to do is be emotionally intimate and close and enjoy a nice relationship with them. So you remember in parts 1 and 2 I told you about the fear that they have of being wiped away, that they won't exist anymore, so they have to defend themselves. And in the second one I shared with you that they're afraid there's only enough room for one set of feelings. So if you're the one having the feelings and sharing, there's no room for them, so they have to drown you out, push you away. Well, today I'm going to tell you the third reason why your loved ones might push you away when you're trying to be close and enjoy an intimate relationship with them. It's because they feel like you're going to contaminate them in some way. Let me give you an example. So I had a client once who felt that if she listened to her friends, her loved ones, mostly her family and a boyfriend, then whatever they had to say, whatever feelings they were having, they would be so strong that they would come in and invade her and contaminate her with all their badness. Because growing up, she only had the experience of people sharing their bad stuff. They would vomit it out on her. They would tell her how awful life was, what this one did, how things didn't work out, what a rotten life they were having, and just spew out this endless stream of negative feelings. So as she was growing up, it was really hard for her to kind of keep it in a safe place and not let it infect her, because then she would feel bad and she would pick up their panic and their fear and their nervousness and their anger and their volatility and everything else. So she became the sort of holding place for everybody else's negative spewing feelings, and it became too much for her. There was no place for her to feel okay or good or different, or it's okay for him to feel bad, but I don't have to feel as bad as him. So when she couldn't tell the difference anymore between what she was feeling and what they were feeling and whose feeling was it in the end, it felt like the only way she could handle it was by shutting it all out. Better to not have any than to have a little tiny piece of negativity that could grow and fester and take her over and make her feel as bad as them. I had another client who felt that when his wife was crying and in a bad place and upset and angry and frustrated and so on, he kept trying to cheer her up all the time. And of course it didn't work, because that's not what she wanted. She just wanted to be understood, not fixed. But he was so terrified that if he allowed her to feel bad, and if he tried to just be with her and empathize, that all that negative stuff that she was going through would now come and invade him, and he could do nothing about it, and he would feel even worse than she did, and then they'd both be in a bad place. So the only thing he could do, his way, was to keep trying to cheer her up or make her feel better or tell her stories to change her mood. And of course it didn't really work, because her feelings just got worse and worse. They were just raw sewage. They couldn't be processed. So what you can do, if you're in that place of having somebody push you away because they think that all your bad feelings are going to be given to them, and then they're going to have to hold it all and not know what to do with it, you have a good way of pre-digesting it first. Write it down. Think about it. Imagine what it's going to be like for the one hearing if it just comes out all raw. So write it down. Think about it. Process it a little bit, and then give it in tiny, tiny little amounts, but always checking with the other person to make sure that their feelings are still intact, that while they can sympathize with you and empathize and maybe feel a little bit of your pain, they don't have to drown in it. That's the most important thing. And that's what you can do to check that they're still intact It's your feelings. Ask them about theirs and see if you can create this sense of coexistence where neither one of you is feeling like everything is bad, and when you try to share, it just becomes more messy. In the meantime, why don't you go to my website, Now You Want Me, Now You Don't, and check the book that I've written that will help you to understand this in more detail. It's about a man I helped when his wife kept pushing him away for reasons he had no idea about, and he was so hurt. And you can read excerpts there, you can check out the book and learn much more and get more engaged with this topic. So once again, the website is Now You Want Me, Now You Don't, and you can also get the book on Amazon. I look forward to seeing you for part 4. And in the meantime, please give me your feedback. Let me know how you're enjoying the series, what you'd like more of, things that you wish I was attending to that I'm not. I would love to hear from you and follow your suggestions.